clusters have played a major role in the overall economic strategy in Regensburg for over 20 years now. We have currently the very great situation that we have 10 clusters and networks established here in Regensburg, and all of them, I could say, are fully aligned with our economic local strategy here in Regensburg. If you're looking for recent examples of our transition policies, I would refer to the regional Green Deal and the Smart City strategy, both very important for us. And in both cases, clusters played a key role in project coordination, in stakeholder mobilization in the last couple of months and years. For instance, the air initiative and cluster and the green tech cluster were central to implementing digital and green transition measures, concrete measures here in the region. Clusters also contributed to the implementation of hydrogen projects, for example, and also for living labs we have here in place with the R Lab, where we have been able for implementing city applications and testing these applications under real circumstances and surroundings here in Regensburg, which gave us great opportunities for future growth in this sector. And also in more non-technical areas like creative and arts, our so-called Kreativbehörde, the creative bureaucracy, is the strategic developer and supporter of this sector in our region. We, as the economic development agency of the city of Regensburg, I would say are highly dependent on the sector expertise of our clusters, even when developing new policies. The contribution of our clusters include giving insight into the sectors, co-designing these policies approaches, initiating joint projects together, building strong consortia of stakeholders, which is very important, and of course facilitating access to funding for these projects and policies. Cross-cluster collaboration, as seen in the AIR initiative or cluster, was especially important for aligning expertise from different sectors and branches. In conclusion, clusters were involved in transition policies from the early stage, design phase, to the practical implementation of these policies. The involvement of clusters in these policies led to significant and tangible impacts. Cluster involvement resulted in better strategic objects, means what to do, better requirements, improved innovation output, and of course funding and project generation. And also due to cluster involvement, we have a higher rate of SME participation and also a more international visibility for our business and science location here in Regensburg. And most importantly, cluster involvement leads to one very important thing, means bringing trust into all the ecosystems due to long existing partnerships. Trust is generated, which is very crucial for innovation projects in our today's VUCA world, where everything is changing every time. And I guess due to our effective innovation ecosystem, which also all the science and businesses and also the political and administration is working together, Regensburg is today a top 10 business innovation site in Germany, which we are very proud of. Clusters in Regensburg have a deep industry-specific knowledge and long-standing networks, which is very crucial for innovation projects. And also important, they act, and this is also a core competency, as a neutral and trusted facilitator between business, science, politics and administrations. We all know them, we all love them, and they have a very good positioning in our ecosystem. They are the heart of our ecosystem. Unlike maybe other intermediaries, they are embedded within the local ecosystem and can quickly mobilize actors across different sectors, not only even one sector, but between different sectors, to develop and implement innovation projects, which is of course crucial for our ecosystem. I think the Regensburg approach can be of course adapted by other regions if there is a political commitment, a clear cluster strategy, and of course sustained financial support for the cluster ecosystem. I would say key success factors include the integration of clusters into the science landscape, which is very important. A strong governance model should be implemented, and a culture of cross-cluster collaboration between the clusters is, from our standpoint, very important. The common target should be, from our perspective, shaping an innovation system together, which is future-driven and based on competency and trust, both very important. Therefore, the cluster management itself plays, from our standpoint, an absolutely crucial role. Only high qualified and experienced cluster management organization can meet these high requirements in a future-oriented ecosystem. And that is why we, as a business development agency, are very pleased that we have strong partners like the ECCP and the Go Cluster Network, which help us to improve our cluster quality in a systematic way. I want to say thank you for our ongoing support in this area. National programs, innovative national programs, are very crucial for us because they are guiding us the way towards future things. And in this especially, we had in the air initiative one very special support from the national level. It was called the Go Cluster program, and therefore we have been able to applying for some funding for our air network. And this was something like the basis for our cross-cluster setup, and was the fundament of the air cluster like it is today. It was really a fire starter of our air initiative, the funding from the national level.